Picasso once said, all the children are born artists. The problem is to remain an artist as we grow up. Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zishan and today I would like to talk about a very special book of mine. I read this book when I was very young and the name of the book is The Little Prince. The enchanting fable The Little Prince explores the question what is truly valuable in our life. Antoine de Saint's book is cherished all over the world and it is also loved by the people of every age from children to adults. He encouraged us all to search for the truth and qualities in all manner of things, the way an artist would. True to this artistic outlook, children are more curious and perspective compared to an adult. They are free from the social expectations, received wisdoms, and material worries that narrows an adult mind. Above all, children are free from the fear of being wrong. But as we age, educators and workplace encourage us to think along narrower lines. We begin to worry more about having all the right answer, and as we do that, the fear of getting wrong increases day by day. The way this book celebrated the value of childlike discovery, it has not been seen anywhere else in any form of art. It is one of those rare books which provides wisdom for both children and adults. As any classic book, there are several layers of The Little Prince. But without any doubt, the main theme of the narrator and The Little Prince was loneliness and isolation. You'd be surprised to know that the writer himself had survived an air crash in Sahara and lived in isolation for 4 days with his co-pilot and then rescued after 4 days. Although many people will say that this is just a fantasy of children book, but there are deep meaning is being rooted deep down of the story, which has some sort of the influence of the real life experience of the author. In an age where any app or software can fill up the void of our life, this book reminds us that it is not about possession of materialistic things that fill up our lack of happiness. Happiness is not about the products that we have, but the experience that we had in our life. And to have experience, you don't have to travel far away. You can experience and enjoy as simple as your daily routine. You can even experience objects if you look deep into them. The planet where the little prince lived was very small. The pilot crashed in a place where it was very tough to even find water. But all those constraints couldn't limit the appreciation of the little details like the desert landscapes, the stars, a well. Every object, every person, and every moment is unique if you dare to look at them in different way and also dedicate your time, your attention, and be responsible for them. We are going through a global pandemic. You will find valuable lesson in this book which will not only help you to go through this tough time but will also help you in the upcoming future. In some moments of our life, we all have lived an isolated life on a fictional little planet or desert where we have been abandoned by someone or abandoned someone. In the moment of sorrow, we have to try to understand the situation. We need to understand one thing, that not everything that happens in our life happens for a reason. It is only with a heart that a person can see truly. What is essential is invisible to the eyes. In The Little Prince, every character is living some sort of an isolation lifestyle. First, the pilot's childhood memory where the grown-ups didn't understand his painting. Also, the Little Prince story is filled with loneliness and physical limitations. Not just because he lives in a little house-sized planet, but his visits to the other planets and their occupant, we can see different faces of isolation. A king without subjects represents the face of power and politics. A narcissist man living in an inhabited planet represents the face of the modern lifestyle, selfies, and self-obsession. A drunkard drinking to forget, and his drinking habit represents the face of addiction to avoid things which is causing him pain. An obsessed businessman counting and cataloging stars represents the face of possession versus experience. An expert geographer who knows everything from the book represents the face of knowledge without experience. Do you identify with any? Do you see someone you know looking for invisible connections? Nothing is more personal and intimate than our own imagination. It may look enough reason for the pilot and the little prince to bond in the desert, but the true connection lies in between the way they both sees the pilot's painting. That kind of connection is not easy to find in our life. The pilot has been asking this same question to almost everyone he met in his life, but he found no results. But when he met the little prince, he almost lost his hope. How many times we made friends with someone just because we liked the same movie or song? We shared the same taste for a certain type of beverage or meal, or we have the same question of love, life, and the meaning of life. Value simple little things. On a small planet, a small rose can also become a rich experience of love. It requires care, sacrifice, and attention, but only if we appreciate it. In one of his visits to the other planets, the little prince meets the businessman who was counting the stars but was blind to see the beauty of it. That's a difference between relationship with things. The little prince was able to experience them, but the businessman was only able to see them as an object. A rose is a rose, you may say that, but not if it's the rose that is at your home, the rose that lives with you. That is what makes it special. It is the time that you have wasted for your rose that makes the rose so much important for you. We have get used to the idea of buying things from the online catalog, but most of the things in our life show us that we don't choose to encounter all the things, but we can choose to take care of them and make them important for us. Master the art of taming. The main remedy of the isolation is not love, but friendship. Love is what the little prince experienced with his rose. He loved the rose, but the rose didn't love him back. You take care of a rose, watering it, cultivating it. Love doesn't need to be reciprocal, and that's not bad or good. It's just the way it is. That's one way of experiencing a relationship. But it is in his encounter with a fox where he actually experienced the friendship. The fox is a wild animal, and it is needed to be tamed, make a possible relationship. The first time I read that, I didn't like it. The use of the verb tame didn't look suitable to me. We don't tame a person to make friendship with them, right? But after a while, I felt like I was wrong. Our relationship with human is wild. Our first response when we meet another person is defensive, which is normal and not insane at all. We have to take care of ourselves. Friendship is wild. You have to work on it, make it less wild and more treatable. Domesticating is to bring someone home and make it feel like home. In the relationship between the little boy and the fox, taming is evident and obvious because the human tames animal all the time. But the same thing happens throughout the book with other characters as well. For example, the pilot and the little boy. They are very different. They can see that the building up a relationship is not easy with them. They have to tame each other. Home is within you. The little prince left his home unhappy. Like any other departure, you can think of leaving is an attempt of getting away from the things you don't like. On one way, he tried to get away from the rose that he loved so much, but on the other hand, it is the quest of meeting new people. It is when we take break from the regular routine life and the people that we meet on a daily basis is only when we realize the importance of them in our life. We are always complaining about our work, studies, school, family, and many other things that are very close to us. But sometimes we have to get separated from them to know their actual value of it. When I was a kid, going to school was very challenging for me, and I didn't like to wake up every day very early in the morning, getting dressed and then taking hours of classes. But at this stage of my life, I realized that I have lived few of my best years when I was in school. This is not true just for the little prince, but also for the pilot. We don't know about particular complaints from him, But we can sense the desperation of fixing his airplane. But thanks to the friendship of the little boy, he learns to find home at a desert where he crashed. Because if you can see the invisible, you can discover the home wherever you are. Life is within us. If you came to this long of the video, I would request you to read, or if you have already read it, I would request you to reread this book in this time of isolation and crisis situation, even if you're alone or with your family. We have to learn to find happiness in our daily routine, to tame our friendship with the people that we live with, to find value in simple rose or plant, in the star or the sky, in the desert or the city, in the water or any food or our loved ones. We have to learn to prioritize our experiences over products and possessions. We don't have to go far to experience life, and only then we may see the invisible things hidden here and now in the present. Thank you so much.